remember.
And so I'm in my kitchen with Steve DiFillippo and Rodney Murillo from Davio's, obviously, and in our kitchen. And we're already starting the cooking of the sausages.
Couldn't wait. I'm so hungry. I don't know about you, but I'm starving. I got up so early today. You know, it took an hour and a half to get here, just so you know. We picked a snowstorm to come down here. It's fantastic.
But your new partnership with Kayem.
Kayem, yes.
We're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
We're also just going to talk about, obviously, your empire, which I know you don't like to
Okay,
say.
it's
But
not an
no,
empire.
I know. But it is, you know, you're far and abroad now.
Right.
You know, you're
Well, we are, you know, we are coast to coast.
Yeah,
which is kind of
right?
cool. Yeah, which I.
Well, you can say that now.
Yeah.
Good. Close to
Yeah,
go.
so Boston's your home.
Well, ZZ Top is a song called "I'm Bad, I'm Nationwide." So you know, I'm bad now.
There you go. So you're bad. All right.
Yeah, I'm bad.
I already knew you were bad. Both of you.
Hopefully,
really.
I'm good, but I'm bad.
We are so good. What do you got?
Yeah, but your restaurants now, you're like
Yeah.
Atlanta, and
Yeah.
you're in Philly, and
York.
you're in New York, and now the one in
Rodney
California.
actually came back from New York 4 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
His plane was only about 8 hours delayed. Only about 8 hours.
Coast to coast. It's great to travel now. That's all. That's a good thing about it.
So anyway, so Kayem was kind of a great story. So I get this call from Motive, and Motive is the people that design our packaging, right?
Yeah,
He calls
yeah.
me up one day, this guy Dan, and he goes, "Hey, Bill. He goes, Steve, I got this sausage guy. He wants to talk to you about maybe partnering with your sausage.
Oh,
your
didn't
homemade
even
sausage."
name him?
Yeah,
Just
sausage.
sort of like-
I said, you know, Bill.
Yeah.
I go, you know, I get these calls all the time, you know, because of our products all over
Yeah.
the place. I go, I just don't have time right now to meet with another guy and
Yeah.
help them get going. And I said, I just can't do it, right? He goes, okay, no problem. You know, I'll tell him. I said, by the way, you know, who was it?
Yeah.
He goes, oh, it's Kayem. I go, it's
Okay.
Kayem? You didn't tell me it was Kayem. I mean, they're like a legitimate company. Never
Yeah.
mind, they've been around for 100-something years.
Exactly.
I said, I'll meet with Kayem, no problem. You know, because they already, you know, I didn't want to start fresh with a new company and, you know, it's
Yeah.
a pain in the neck. So,
But you got your local boy there,
yeah, so
right?
so we met with Kayem, who's from Wakefield, Mass., which I'm from Linfield. It all worked
and
out
aren't
great.
they the official sponsor of the Red Sox too?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have
Well,
some-
Matt Moskowitz is the chairman, and basically his family owns the company, and
Yeah.
he's a fantastic guy. So we've had a great relationship. We started with our regular sausage, our house sausage, and we have a hot sausage, and then we have a sweet sausage. So we have 3 sausages. They're in all the Stop and Shops and Pea Pie,
Yeah, now
which
that's
is
serious.
pretty cool,
so
right?
to your house. So
Yeah.
just like
That's
I
pretty
delivered, you
awesome,
guys got
yes.
delivered to my house.
Yes.
I also can have your
Yep.
sausages
Yes.
delivered
Yeah,
by
we-
Pea Pie.
we-
Go
Yes.
on and get on the website.
Yeah, so
I do it all the time.
but
It's
Stop
awesome.
and Shop, you know, they have all the 3 brands. But what's really cool, in January, we're starting a chicken sausage. And the chicken sausage is Awaken 180 approved. Now,
Okay.
Awaken
Oh,
180
so that's lean.
is a weight loss program here in Boston, and actually there's 5 locations around the Boston area that I've partnered with, and I'm the spokesperson with, and I also lost 30 pounds with.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's a great thing. So
I
the
need
chicken.
that, too.
Yeah, oh, I forgot about the
Too
30
much
pounds.
foie gras.
Yeah, well,
No, I
yeah,
know.
so-
When he walked in, I was just like, woo.
Yeah, I know. Woo, yeah, okay.
I'll wake you
Yeah,
180.
yeah. So basically, the chicken is a healthier choice, right? It's
Obviously.
it's great sausage. It has no sugar, has no dairy, has no carbs,
Do
obviously.
other
so-
sausages generally have dairy and
Yeah,
also
well,
sugar?
yeah, cheese. A lot of them have cheese in
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Sugar is the biggest
yeah.
thing because
Yeah.
sugar is a preservative. So, and the food vinegars, which is sugar.
Mark, I don't
and
know if you know
vinegar,
this,
so-
but sugar is not your friend.
I know.
Okay? I know you
Especially
love
white
sugar.
refined
Yeah,
sugar.
so we try to keep sugar out as many things as we make. Because today we have very little sugar in what we're making
And
today.
when you don't eat sugar for a while, and then you just have like a raw almond, you're like, wow, this is so sweet, or
Yeah.
something like that. And you realize how much your taste buds are being fooled by this sort of a refined fake sugar. And
Right.
but naturally, like carrots have a lot of sugar, and corn has a lot of sugar.
Well,
and almonds have
I
sugar.
didn't drink for 6 weeks when I first went on the program. I didn't
Yeah.
have a glass of wine, nothing, you know. And I remember that first glass of wine I had. I was like,
Yeah.
wow. I was like, you know, I got to tell you, I didn't feel very good.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't feel very good when I started eating desserts again. I said, you know, it just or carbs, you know. So I really just try to limit it. I try to, you know, eat a lot less carbs, you know. And I think that's really the healthier way.
But hard to be in a restaurant industry where you guys are, you know, obviously butter and salt and all
Well,
that.
we have
But
on
you-
the
are you-
menu.
you
We
have
a
a
whole
new-
menu.
So we
Changing your
actually
menu?
we have an Awaken 180 menu now at our restaurant, which has it's about 25 different things you can choose from. It's fantastic,
that's
you know. And there's no dairy, there's no carbs.
Yeah.
You know, the little butter actually is a good dairy. If you're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
have a dairy,
Better
butter.
than a hydrogenated oil. Type,
Yeah,
like
fresh butter, 5-6 tablespoons a day is actually pretty good for you. Now, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But no,
I'm gonna get my spoon. I'm gonna be having my like
Tablespoon
my
with your coffee in the morning and a tablespoon with your toast without
I,
bread.
I wish we had smell TV because these sausages smell so
They
good.
do. But
So
let me
let's
tell
get
you
cooking here.
Let's talk about that 180 for a second,
Oh,
though.
sure,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
want to know. So it's Awaken or Awake?
Awaken.
Awaken 180.
Yeah.
So the 180 means
Right.
you're just changing your life, right?
Yes.
You're just like,
Yeah,
you're not
see,
going 360 back to
here's
your
the logo
old
right here.
habits. You're
Right.
going 180.
Here's the logo right here. See, Awaken 180.
And so the people who do this, like purple, like, is that
Okay.
like a foodie color, or did you?
No,
you were
no, the
part of
purple
that,
is
like-
Davio's. That is
Yeah.
our color. As you can see, a book that we happen to
Wine.
write. It's called It's
Yeah.
All About the Guest is purple. Our Davio's wine is, so it all started with our seats in Boston, in Arlington Street. Our seats were purple. And, you know, it's so funny though. Then we go and open an Irvine. You notice the seats aren't purple anymore? I just
Yeah,
noticed
no.
that the other day. I was like, who changed the purple off the seats?
Yeah, yeah.
So we need to get back to the purple seats.
Go back to the purple.
Yeah, back to the purple. But so that book, I know that's about your your philosophy and your
Well,
whole
it's a
like,
Davio's
background
way.
on-
It's a Davio's way. So what it is, it's a book about the 30 years of our restaurant, and then I tell a lot of stories, and there's also 12 recipes in there too.
Oh, cool.
But what I do is I kind of tell you the do's and not to do's, you know, and it's all about service. You know,
Yeah.
in my opinion, it's about hospitality in the restaurant business today, and also when you go to a store. I mean, think about, you know, we don't get the hospitality that we once had
Right.
back, you know, when we were younger, you know, and so that's kind of what I talk
The
about.
social lubricant, the hello, the please, the thank you, the
Right.
how are you today.
Yep.
When we were just in filming in France, that's what they were saying. They were saying, if you don't say
Yeah.
bonjour to every single store owner,
Right.
they're going to just think you're the devil. Like, you need
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
just start with a beautiful, like,
Yeah.
welcoming. Yeah,
Well,
so
I
that's-
always thought, you know, the food is important. Obviously,
Yeah.
you know, we love food. I'm a food guy, you know. But you know what? If you go in a restaurant and you have great food and bad hospitality, you're not going back, right?
Yeah.
So, in a way, the hospitality is more important than the food, which I hate to say that, but it's kind of true.
Yeah, they should have given your son the penne pasta.
Yeah, exactly. You know that story when I was in Italy.
I know.
You know that story with Max?
I know the story.
5 years old, they would not let him have penne. He had to have spaghetti, and
Yeah.
he did not eat it.
I
That was like the worst
And guess
little
what?
lunch
That's
of my
such a
life.
small thing in terms
You
of
didn't go
hospitality.
back to that
I
restaurant,
know.
He didn't go back. I haven't gone back to Italy. No, I just-
Just all Italy.
Just not at that place, that's for sure.
All right,
Yeah.
we gotta start cooking here.
Oh,
Let's start
I'm
cooking.
fine.
All right.
I know you were here
All
for a
right. So we
reason.
have these are the chicken sausages.
Okay.
All right. So we
So
put
that's
these in a
the
pan.
new one. That's
These-
the 180 one. A lot of time when we're making television shows, I use the parallel. You'll hate me for this, but I use the parallel of you don't want to see how it's made. It's like sausage, like TV. You know, it's like all different parts, and you don't want to see. But
You know,
I've
you should say that to me because our sausage actually is really clean. I mean,
and that's what I'm
you know,
learning. So I'm
it's
not going to
really-
use that
it's-
metaphor anymore.
It's really
No,
amazing.
it's what's in it. You can
Yeah,
read all the
yeah,
ingredients.
it's really clean.
Who has their
Okay,
glasses?
by the way, I know I can't really.
Chicken,
Our-
chicken, peppers, paprika, red pepper flakes, salt, vinegar, lemon juice, and that's it.
Yeah.
And pork casing.
Yeah.
And the sauce, yeah. So that's the thing, you know, it's all natural, by the way.
Yeah.
All, right?
Yeah.
It's all natural and fresh, too.
Yeah.
And all over Stop and Shop and Pizza.
Never been frozen. Yeah.
Imagine that.
So-
Yeah.
And no antibiotics. It's really good stuff. All right, so what I do is I take
Yeah.
the pan, right?
Yeah.
And I cook the sausages like this so they get nice and brown. Like, see this is so nice, right? And then I just start taking the vegetables. Now, these are all going to be great vegetables, really healthy vegetables.
Yeah.
So, you know, I would look at this and I say, okay, what's going to take the longest? Okay, I would probably say the cauliflower, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
So I
cauliflower
would
definitely
take the cauliflower and I
Onions might take
I
a
put
little
the
bit too,
cauliflower,
yeah.
put the cauliflower, and then I put the onions in together and kind of let them sit for a while. You know, the last thing, you know, you want to do things last, like the asparagus I'll probably do last,
Yep.
the
Little al
zucchini
dente.
a little last. You know, you want to keep because it's just gonna,
Yeah.
you know. So then, you know, we add some eggplant, right? And then you know,
you can turn the
yeah,
heat up now, right now.
yeah.
so
You know what
the
I'm gonna,
starch
you
get
know what
embraced
what I do a lot is I do all this on the pan, right? And then I throw the zucchini in, okay?
Now, do you garden or just have no time? I mean, how
I
much
don't
are you
garden,
traveling?
No, I don't garden.
And how many nights are you?
Well, I don't know
cooking?
why you would garden when you have a Stop and Shop, or, you know, you go to
We garden, we garden when we go get it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's everywhere. And then we
So-
get to look at it and pick it.
So
and
what I
see,
do is
like-
I do this. I put it on the pan, right, and
Yeah.
then get it all in here, and then I actually.
So kind of like stir fry. What kind of mushrooms do you have here?
Those are just king oyster mushrooms right now. They're really good this
And
time
then,
of the year.
you know, I would add a little salt. Okay, I always get a little salt,
Pepper,
and then
yeah.
in the pepper. Now, this is what I do. I actually take this, and I put a little oil in it, right?
Yeah.
Just a little.
Now, is that
Okay.
extra virgin olive oil?
Yeah,
Olive oil?
yes.
Yeah, just a little oil, right? Just to kind of get it going. Then I'm going to take this, put it in the oven.
Really?
Yeah, we put it in the oven. Yeah.
So not even like halfway even.
No,
Not even.
that's it.
It's a really
Yeah, now it's good.
hassle-free
Yeah,
dish. I
that's
mean-
it. Now I just throw it in the oven.
Yep.
All right.
Gorgeous.
So just throw it in here, and that's it. We're
That's
done with
it.
that.
So you put it
Yeah.
in the oven for what?
Like
Uh,
25 minutes or so.
350,
Yeah,
25.
350, 20 minutes or so.
Yep.
25 minutes.
350 is pretty safe.
Yeah, and
with
then
lots
that's
of
it.
And then we
Yep.
go in.
All right,
That's
so
it.
now we're going to go and we're going to make a pasta with our regular sausage. We're going to do our house sausage. So you definitely want to brown the sausages on the stove
Yeah.
before you know. And
And
you
that's
also,
grandmother's pan.
this is my grandmother's pan. This pan is probably I don't even know how old, 70 years, 80 years old. When my mom, my dad, his mom passed away. You know, she lived in Providence, Rhode Island,
Oh, yeah.
and so my father sold the house. It was a 3-decker house in Providence.
Right.
So my father sold the house, and so we invited everyone down to come to go through the house and take out what we wanted, right? So we go down there, you know, and I have relatives taking out like the beds and the couches and
The
you know
piano.
all this stuff, right? I mean, it was not a really great house, but you know. So I go in there, and after one thing, and it was the first thing I walked. It was the first time I've been to that house my whole life, and I was in my mid-30s when this happened. And it was the first time that this pan did not have any food in it on the stove. And I walked in this. She had been dead for a couple months, right? Maybe even 6 months. So I go and I see the pan sitting there, and I was like, oh my God, there's Nana's pan. That's the pan that she taught me how to make stuff. You know, my mom, she taught me. This pan has to be like 80 years old at the time. Yeah. So I just grabbed the pan and I walked out, and I walked down the crickety old stairs, and I go outside, and my dad's out there, and he goes, what are you doing? I go, Dad, this is it. At the time, I think we had three Davios at the time. I said, Dad, this is it. This is how it all started, this pan. Yeah. And he looked at me and he goes, he thought I was crazy, you know, because everyone else is taking out really valuable things, you know. Yeah. And I said,
well, what's value? That's
well,
kind
to
of,
me, this was it, you know. And it was so, you know, I finally got all emotional. It was like an incredible moment. So I always say now, do you think those people that had all that stuff from 30 years, 25 years ago, have any of that stuff? You know, but I got this pan.
Yeah, you do.
And I use it all the time. I love this little pan.
Yeah, so you're a little sentimental. I mean, you're a family guy, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you even like balance your family life with like your crazy, like QVC? Is that all nighter? Like,
well, I don't.
Where do you go?
Yeah, well, it's crazy. You know, like my time's crazy. But now that it's been kind of cool that my kids are in college now, so it's a lot easier to travel.
Right,
my wife travels with me more, you know. So it's been good, you know. It was really hard at the beginning, you know, and I didn't really travel as much then.
Yeah.
You know, now it's different. You know, as you know, with children, if they're around, it's kind of hard to travel.
Yeah.
You know, I think.
Yep.
So we're gonna brown these up,
Yep,
and then we're gonna cook some pasta. We're gonna do some fresh pasta. You know, Davio's, we make our own fresh pasta. This is fresh fusilli. You know, and by the way, at our restaurant, we don't just make the pasta fresh. We actually cook it fresh. Yeah. And I think a lot of restaurants don't do that.
I think I did that with you one time.
Yeah,
in your
I think we
restaurant.
did that. Yeah.
And
So
I think I pretty much tasted one right out.
yeah. So you know, because you know, a lot of restaurants cook it ahead of time and then they dunk it to be quick.
Oh, yeah.
We don't
Just
do
warm it
that.
up.
You know, if our pasta takes a little bit too long when you come in, it's because we're cooking it fresh for you. Yeah. It's good. So now we got the water boiling pretty well here.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm just gonna take the pasta. I'm just gonna throw it in here. All right.
This
We
is
lost
the pan I'm
Rodney.
gonna
I think
sell,
Rodney went off in the car.
Steve DiFillippo cooked on this pot. I'm gonna
Oh, yeah,
sell
right.
this, sell
Yeah,
this for
sure.
millions.
Yeah, sure.
You can see it coming now.
Sure, I'm probably gonna break it before I leave. So this pasta cooks really, really quick. So you have to be really, really careful how quick it cooks. Doing here, so we're gonna.
So you can start. You can just do olive oil.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little olive oil and spinach.
Do that. Yeah. Do that.
You know what I love too is Swiss chard, and it's just a tiny bit wilted with a little tiny bit of feta. I love arugula, wilted just a tiny bit. Spinach.
By the way, you notice I didn't use any garlic. I'm not a big garlic person.
Oh, no?
You know,
There's some on there.
no, because you know it's this thing about Italians. When you've been to Italy, you know Italians don't use a lot of garlic. It's an American Italian thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you go to Italy, they use very little garlic, and so I don't really use a lot of garlic when I cook. I find garlic kind of takes over. It
Definitely has a presence. For
yeah,
sure.
it really. So I don't really think you need to use much garlic.
Oh yeah, so you always use your pasta water because what? There's some what's in there? Some sort of gluten in there? Like what? Why do you use the pasta water?
Well, it helps thicken the sauce. Yeah, because definitely
You can see how the butter
Yeah.
is gonna make a nice sort of kind of like a gravy sauce when you do that.
Yeah.
He's gonna add the pasta
Ooh,
water
that
right
smells
now.
good.
Add a little bit, make a nice little broth.
Yeah.
It's very simple to do it.
Yeah,
You brown the sausage now, so once we add
Yeah.
the sausage to it.
just add the
it's
sausage
fun.
in here. Look at that. I mean, by the way, this is just so easy, you know. So we're just gonna, see how that just came together really nice. You know, obviously the sausage, I didn't cook it all the way. It still has a little
Are you
redness.
throwing that in the oven too?
No. I'm gonna take the pasta. I'm gonna throw it right into this pan.
But the sausage, you don't want to overcook them too
Right.
much, so you want them to be just cooked perfect in the middle. That's why, again, you get the nice brown on the outside, and you get the nice moisture in the middle.
Now is that
Nothing
what's
worse than
pork
a dry
then? That's a
overcooked sausage.
pork sausage?
This is a pork sausage.
So like
Yeah.
140, what's the temperatures? Do you have to measure it?
165.
165.
165, yeah. So put
Yeah.
a little bit of the pasta.
I've just killed all my dining.
Yes,
Pe-
please.
people
Don't be
with-
serving 145 sausage. You don't want
Yeah,
to.
yeah, you
My
know,
whole
yeah.
dinner party's now gone.
So you can just see how that just came together so
Yeah.
good and so simple,
Yeah.
right? And then, by the way, don't put the cheese till the end, because if I put the cheese in too soon, it's just
Okay.
going to stick to the pan, and then the
And
pan.
obviously, any kind of pasta, but the best
Yeah.
is fresh.
Yeah,
Do you
we
sell
like
your
fresh.
fresh pasta from
No,
the
we
restaurant
don't.
too,
No,
or
we don't. No.
Not yet.
No, no, you know that. There's so many people sell pasta. It's kind of a tough market to get into.
You can always throw
That
more
smells
ingredients.
good.
Yeah. Well, I didn't use this over here, Rodney. I thought I'd throw that in. I thought I'd throw that in at the end. All right, so
Yeah.
all right, so then we just kind of this in the pan.
Yeah, that's good.
You got this?
Beautiful, yeah.
All right.
Kayem.
Okay.
And so and so you finally obviously did talk to.
Oh, I finally met with them. That's for sure. And what they
That
did is
afternoon?
they came, worked with us at the restaurant. You know, Jaime and Antonio, who've been making the sausage for 30 years at Davio's. They came and worked with us, and it was about a year process to go through, and it worked out really well. You know, they copied our sausage, and we're very happy with it. It's coming out really well.
Beautiful.
And
Now,
it's selling great too.
Were those family recipes too? Those sausages or something?
Well, the
you
house
developed?
one, you know, my grandmother used to make sausages, my mom used to make sausages, but we've changed them over the years, and so it's, you know, we say it's my grandmother kind of inspired us to do a lot of stuff, but we've kind of changed things, like the meatballs, right? She made the best meatballs, you know, it's veal, beef, and pork, but instead of just using regular burger, we use Kobe beef. So
Right, yeah.
we've kind of changed things over the years, you know, to kind of.
And your meatballs there are just.
They are fantastic. So that was it. See a little
That's it.
cheese on top, a little-
Yep.
right?
I like.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well,
All right, you start with the sausage. eh?
Mm-hmm. it's great. That sausage is really good.
Oh yeah.
It's really good. And the pasta's great. A little sauce, a little butter.
It's just very clean.
Yeah.
And the thing about sausages too, that people for some reason always think that you have to eat sausages with like red sauce. Every time you do
Right.
sausage, people think, you know, tomato
Right.
sauce
Drown
and
in
peppers and
marinara.
onions and you know the rigatoni and bacon. It's just,
Or
it's
they
just-
think they have to grill them on the stove. I mean, outside. You know, on a grill. You don't have to grill them outside. We just did it in the pan.
Yeah. And how long did that take?
it took,
It's
it
not-
took nothing.
That,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great like working
and
parent.
that was live. We just did
We're-
that live.
So it is.
And no
it's-
dinner party to put on. It's just us three in my kitchen. That's awesome.
Right. It's like sausage. I think that over the years, like you said earlier, it has built this bad reputation of like, you know, like you don't know how it's made.
Right. Exactly. What's
you
the
know.
mystery ingredients? Right.
Right.
That Davio sausages
Yeah.
is all natural meats. You know, you can read the ingredients in the back. There's nothing but the chicken,
Right.
the spices, and salt and pepper.
Yeah, but by the way,
That's all
no, they're
it.
fresh too. They're not frozen.
Yeah.
It's always
you
fresh.
said that. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Isn't it great?
Yeah, the frozen this
Yeah.
takes an element away from it. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is delightful. Do we get to try your other one too?
Let's
Yes,
do that.
you will. So-
Cook, slice them up.
And another herb that I discovered that goes great with sausage too, because we always tend to use those strong herbs like rosemary and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I've been using tarragon with sausage
Yeah.
lately, and it's just got that, just
Just fresh
It's a
tarragon.
very- it's just
I love
fresh.
it with
Yeah.
chowder
It's fresh.
too.
Isn't that
And
great? Tarragon's great,
It's
yeah.
kind of like, it brings you like the fennel, because
Wow.
the fennel
Yeah.
seeds in sausages. So if you use tarragon, it resembles that. So it gives you that clean
Isn't it so
flavor.
great that you can go to a store and buy fresh herbs year round?
Right.
Remember when you couldn't do that?
I do.
I mean, I remember when
Especially tarragon. You
well,
probably-
tarragon, you never
tarragon
saw,
one.
hardly ever saw. I mean, I remember basil. We used to have to make our pesto in August and September for the year,
Yeah.
and we would freeze the bottles and everything. Now it's like you don't even have to do it anymore. You know?
When I used to work for PBS, I used to do the cooking show, and this woman used to take her herbs from the summer
Yeah.
and put them all in ice cube trays. So she'd take a little bit of basil, put it in a,
Yep.
like,
Nice.
fill up her
Smart.
ice cube tray.
Very smart.
Before you could get it at the market, right?
So you know, it's just kind of a
Pretty.
what a great day for something like this too, right? With the snow and the rain and the.
I know, what happened? It just went from all of a sudden summer, all of a sudden to cold, that's New England.
Yes. So you can see how everything just braces, you know, so quick too. It's one of those dishes that. And you don't want to overcook the vegetables either.
Yeah.
You want to try to keep those nice colors, but
Yeah, get the bright colors, and this is the 180,
this
Awaken
is
180.
the 180.
Yeah, it's the
That's
180.
Chicken
delicious.
sausage. Isn't
Spicy.
it?
And you notice
Gotta
how,
go to the store, right?
but do you notice how
Wow, I love that.
soft it is? Right?
Yes.
It's, see, that's the thing. When you cook a sausage on a grill,
Yeah.
they get all like dried out, and you know, this is so soft. I mean, it's amazing, right? I
There's
know.
nothing worse than a dry sausage.
I know,
No,
I know.
exactly. That's delightful.
And when people
That's
think of
really
chicken
good.
sausages, they think that it's just dry. Always. The other thing that people think is like it's like a mousse inside.
Right.
It's just
we don't-
all whipped.
Look at this. Can you get that? You can see. You can see the peppers. You can see the chicken.
Yeah,
You know,
the
there's no-
spice is really nice.
Okay.
Yeah. That Kayem, how many hot dogs they make?
Oh my God! You should see the numbers that they tell us,
The
right?
numbers,
He can make 1 million sausages in 1 day.
A million in a day.
In one day.
Yeah, they do 1 million hot dogs
A
a day.
day.
And not frozen. And
Yeah,
just
yeah. No,
distributed
that
everywhere.
place.
That's amazing.
It's right here in Massachusetts, too, right here in
Yeah.
Chelsea. And they also have a plant in Woburn, but it's a family-owned company. They really care about the quality. You know, it's just I'm honored that we're with them. I mean, it's such a great thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really worked out
They
good.
were meant to do business together because both of the business addresses are 75 Arlington Street.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
How funny is that?
Well, the first meeting, they sent us a meeting and said, we'll meet at 75 Arlington Street in Boston.
Yeah.
And then their people said, oh, no, that's our address. In Chelsea. I said, no, that's our address in Boston. Like, it's this
little
little,
back
like,
and forth.
who's on first kind of moment. It was really funny.
It was
Yeah, but these vegetables came out great, too, right? Nice.
Yeah.
Notice we didn't blanch them. We didn't put them in water. All we did was
No,
throw
the
them in the
asparagus
pot.
is nice, perfect,
Right.
perfect.
Well,
I mean,
and this was
that's
live
what I
cooking.
expect out of you, obviously, but
No,
No, but
that's perfect.
you said it earlier today. It's such a meal for a parent,
Right.
and this is why we've been trying to say that people think that sausages are a tailgating thing. The sausage
right.
is a ballpark thing. It's not.
No.
It's a great source of protein.
Right.
You know, you don't have to break a bank
Right.
to feed a family, and then it took just healthy vegetables in the oven for 20 minutes, and you're done.
Well,
Sometimes
even for
people-
my college son who has a little suite, an ensuite.
Yeah.
I mean, this is something like a college boy can
Right.
do
By the way,
easily,
It's
obviously.
so
Right here,
easy.
okay.
So easy.
You see this here? Look
Yeah.
at how much you get here. Look at this. I'm taking this off. Yeah, 6 sausages here,
Okay.
right? How much do you think this costs at Salvation? This is $5. $5.
$5, that's less than
Yeah.
$1 or something.
Yeah, I mean, this is
Yes.
absolutely incredible because when you come to Davio's, it's $12 for like one. You know what I mean? So it's just pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a heck of a deal and it's a really good quality.
Yeah. The only difference, they don't have you come into their table and, because you're what?
Call
you're,
me.
You're,
You never
you're in
know.
the back room
I
and
might,
the front
I
room.
might be in the area. You never know. All right.
It's true, you don't have an office, you're just like always,
You know,
do you sit?
I don't have an office, and I really find that kind of funny because when I talk to other restaurateurs who have a couple of restaurants, I'll call me at the office, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
why do you have an office? What do you do with the office? Like, your office should be your restaurant,
Yeah.
right? I don't care what business you have, your restaurant, your business,
Yeah.
you should be in your business with your employees and your guests. you know?
Well, that's
So-
that personalization that obviously
Yeah.
has made you a success. So thank you for
Yeah.
coming to my
Well,
home.
well, thank you. Thank you
what's
very
your
much.
bottom
Can I
line
come
as-
back next
as-
year and swim? I don't think we're swimming today.
Yes,
Yeah,
no.
Can you
absolutely.
swim out there, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you can?
Oh,
Oh,
it's gorgeous.
wow.
All fresh because it comes in and out. It's tidal. It's tidal. So and right
So-
out to Boston Harbor, right out to.
So the water is fresh. So
Yeah.
that's.
So when it comes in, it's clean as
Clean water,
everything,
yeah.
clean and fresh.
So we should get invited here in the summer.
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll do some stand-up paddleboarding after we make
That's what
some
we need
sort
to do.
of something.
Something, yeah. Well, that's what we do all the time. We go up to Gloucester. So.
Awesome.
Anyway, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
All right,
Thanks
we'll
for
see you soon.
Again.
Okay, all right.